What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to talk about an outbreak that involves 14 states, possibly more. This has been going on for the last 72 hours. I wanted to break this down and put it into perspective, so I made this map showing all the states that are currently involved in this outbreak, and I have more details. We're going to talk about this here in just a moment. Also, we're going to talk about a mysterious creature that washed up along the shores of Southern California. But first, the ecoli outbreak climbs to 104 in McDonald's as the outbreak is tied to slivered onions. If you're in any of these states, this may pertain to you if you've frequented a McDonald's here in the last few days. Article goes on to say at least 104 people, and this article is dated November 13th of 2024. 104 people have become ill, 34 hospitalized, involving an E. coli outbreak, food poisoning tied to onions served on the McDonald's Quarter Pounder. Cases have been detected in 14 states, and that's the map that I made right here. Here's all the 14 states, basically from coast to coast, from Washington to North Carolina, and many places in between. At least 30 cases were reported in Colorado, followed by 19 in Montana, 13 in Nebraska, 10 in New Mexico, 8 in Missouri and Utah, 6 in Wyoming, 3 in Kansas, 2 in Michigan, and 1 each in Iowa, North Carolina, Oregon, Washington, and Wisconsin. Slivered onions were likely the source of the outbreak, according to the CDC. Here's another article from FSN. This would be the Food Safety News Network. E. coli outbreak reported among students and parents in St. Louis County. This article dated November 14th of 2024. And this doesn't have anything to do with slivered onions that were on the Quarter Pounder. St. Louis County officials are investigating an outbreak of E. coli infections among students and parents at a local high school. People from Rockwood Summit High all attended an off-campus event, according to St. Louis County Health Department. As of November 14th, there were 19 people that came down with E. coli. Students, staff, and parents associated with Rockwood High School or anyone who hosted people from the school who have developed symptoms of E. coli should seek medical attention. Again, this article dated November the 14th. Next article, same location, FSN Network, Food Safety News, dated November 15th. This is another E. coli outbreak involving different restaurants. Health officials are urging people to contact their healthcare provider if they ate a hamburger, especially if undercooked, at a table service restaurant in Minnesota since October 31st. The Minnesota Department of Health has identified 10 cases of E. coli in people who ate hamburgers at multiple locations of Red Cow, a table service restaurant chain with location in Hennepin, Ramsey, and Olmsted counties. These are all in Minnesota. Next article from Food Safety News Network, dated November 15th of 2024. This was yesterday. In Montana, school districts stopped serving fresh produce amid a salmonella outbreak. Are you serious right now? What is going on coast to coast up in Washington, Oregon, Montana, Utah, Colorado, all across the Central Plains, New Mexico, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, St. Louis, North Carolina, quite possibly other places. This article goes on to say, and this article is less than 24 hours old, a Montana school district has suspended the use of all fresh produce and fruit in response to a salmonella outbreak. The Great Falls Public School District is replacing fresh produce and fruits with dried and canned alternatives across all schools. The outbreak among students in the Great Falls Public School District has affected 10 students and staff at 4 elementary schools. Another person with no connection to any school also tested positive to the outbreak. So once again, a major outbreak across the United States involving E. coli in multiple states and salmonella up in Montana. So just a big heads up, just in case you're in one of these states and you happen to have eaten at one of these restaurants possibly here in the last week or two. I want to take you guys now to Southern California. We're going to a location between San Diego and Los Angeles. It's called Ensenada, right in here. Right along this beach, a very large, mysterious-looking creature washed up ashore. This is called an oarfish. Sometimes they can get up to nearly 20 feet long. This one here you can see looks like a big serpent that washed up along the beach. Here's what's happening in Southern California. An article from NBCnews.com goes on to say a mythical harbinger of doom washes up on a California beach. And that would be the beach that I showed you right here, Ensenadas. A rare oarfish believed to portend disaster washed up on a beach in Ensenadas last week. Since 1901, only 21 of these fish have been recorded along the shores of California. This is the second one this year. And the article right here dated today, November 16th of 2024. The legendary doomfish has returned to California. Obviously, this is just a legend. There's no guarantee that just because a oarfish washes up along the shores of any country, there's going to be an earthquake guaranteed. However, there could be an earthquake in Southern California at any given minute. Looking at the map over here at the USGS, we all know Southern California is known for small earthquakes. They happen every day. The red circles you see on this map are earthquakes that have occurred in the last 60 minutes. So earthquakes are not anything uncommon in Southern California. Will an earthquake occur sometime here in the near future in Southern California? Yeah, more than likely. I don't know how big it will be. Will it have anything to do with the legendary serpent-like oarfish that was found washed up along the shore here a few days ago? I kind of doubt it, but it does make for a good story. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photos out of Hinesville, Georgia, sent in by Hillary Moore. Big beams spanning across the sky at either sunrise or sunset. And checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. All quiet the last 24 hours. Schumann resonance, it too has been quiet for pretty much a week straight now. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity up here at Mammoth Vault. That's the red vertical lines you see represent earthquake activity. Seeing some earthquake activity right there in the middle of Little West Thumb. That would be in the middle of Yellowstone Lake. Other than that, pretty quiet. I mean, there's a little bit of activity around the supervolcano caldera, but after all, it is a supervolcano, so I would expect a little bit of activity. If you guys have any photos or videos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.